guys. Pagdali. That's the bus. 10:20 or 10:40. Sunod ka mo. Gusto ko here guys.
What color they all wear? Green.
Now, apparently, I could be mistaken. This is a natural Icelandic bread.
This store guys, that's what I told you, it's very amazing. Islands. beautiful.
I would take a picture from over here though, so you can fit.
So we will go there, guys. The bus, our bus is there. We will catch the bus 10:20, so I have still 9 minutes. My sister and Juma, I don't know where they are, but they are behind me. It's very nice nature. Showing now it's the rain stopped. The falls.
The north of the wall, you know the wall in Game of Thrones? All the north of the wall was filmed, most of it was filmed in Iceland, but not here, on the glacier, Spinapeltjökull, in the east of the country, with all the ice and the snow. And it's also where they filmed Interstellar, you know the movie Interstellar with the ice planet, and also Batman Begins. Yeah, Batman Begins, the same director actually, Christopher Nolan. He loved Iceland so much that he came twice to film. And yeah, the name of this river, Oxenrafoss, it's because in the old time we had a troll here, you know, troll from the Nordic mythology. like they have in Norway, the trolls. So a very big troll was here, and the people were a bit scared of this troll being around. So one day they sent one man hunting the troll, and this man went with his axe. He has an axe, and he found the troll and he threw the axe to her back. It was a female troll, and then she was bleeding, and she disappeared in the mountains we have here in front of us. These mountains, she disappeared. She went there, and they never saw this troll again. So they believe that she died there in the mountain, or she just decided to leave this place. But then a few days later they found the axe in the river, and with a bit of blood also, and that's why they called this river Axe River.
Oh.
Axe. And also they believed, Icelanders believe that we find once a year wine in the river. Once a year there is some wine instead of water. So maybe, I don't know which day it is, I would love to go and check if it's some French wine or not. But no, it's probably not true, because it's just a legend, unfortunately. But it's from this story, because they saw some red in the river, so they decided that once a year the gods will give some wine. You know, the pagan gods from the Nordic mythology. So this beautiful river. The river comes from a glacier. So we have many glaciers in Iceland. 10% of the country is covered by ice, and glacier rivers. And the lake, this very clear water we have in the lake, comes from the glaciers also, and most of the water. And this water has been filtered in the volcanic rocks for more than 30 years, and that's why it is so clear. It's possible to do some snorkeling and diving in the lake, and the people who do that in the water, they can see 150 meters around. 360 degrees of course, but 150 meters very clear because of the clear water. Some do some snorkeling or diving in a crack, in a fissure named Silfra. So they are diving between two continents, two tectonic plates. It's very close to the car park number 2 where we just left, from where we left. So if you want to do something like that, if you like diving and snorkeling, I recommend to go to Silfra. Some companies offer the tours. The water is very cold, of course, even in summer. So the people who do that, they have a dry suit, and then they can survive in this cold water. The water is very cold, even this lake. So the lakes are so cold in Iceland. We don't swim in the lakes like they do in other. All these other European countries, they have a real summer with warm temperatures. They have 40 degrees right now in most of the European countries. That is too much. We never have 40 degrees in Iceland. It's impossible. The warmest we get is usually 24 degrees Celsius, only for a few hours, usually during June or July. I heard about 25, I never saw it. I think it's a legend. So this is a Celsius, centigrade 25, 24 for the very good days. Most of the days are like today. Today actually is a warm day. So we don't have summers in Iceland like in other countries. You know, in Sweden, in Norway, or in Finland, Lapland, I'm talking about Lapland, the north of these countries. If you go there, you can swim in the lakes. It's okay in summer. It's even more north than Iceland. They are closer to the Arctic Circle. They are over the Arctic Circle. But here, no, we don't swim. We just need to find some geothermal hot water. And where we go now, there is some hot water. That's why I want to stop there, make a quick stop. We're not going to swim there, but just to show you that there is some hot water somewhere. So don't prepare your swimsuit for now. No, it's not for now. Wait for the Blue Lagoon for that. And now we are driving in a no man's land between Europe and America. So we left America. Goodbye America. See you tonight again. Now we go to Europe. So I told you that we are between the two tectonic plates. So there is now 6 kilometers. So it's almost 4 miles between the plates because they are moving. They always move. The gap between the plates is bigger and bigger every year. Bigger by 2 centimeters a year. That's a lot. Those plates are moving quite fast. So 2 centimeters more every year. Of course, sometimes there is almost nothing. Sometimes there is a small earthquake, and then you can have 1 meter or 10 centimeters in one day. So I will tell you in a few, in 2 minutes we will be in Europe. In 1 minute. This tectonic plate is one of the biggest with the whole European continent. So we find Ireland, Sweden, Norway, England, just to talk about the best countries in Europe, because you are from these countries, some of you, but all the other European countries, of course, and also, as I said before, all the way to China, to Siberia. And here it is, just in front of us, Eurasian tectonic plate. This one, all the rocks you see in front is the beginning of Europe, the European part of Iceland. So maybe for some of you it's the first time on this Eurasian plate, for the ones who come from North America. I don't know if you went before. You see the right side also. So here we are. And if you look to the right, behind the lake, this is the North American plate there in the distance now, 6 kilometers from here. And we were just driving in a national park with a lot of birch trees. When the settlers came to Iceland, they found a lot of these trees. 1/3 of the country was covered by birch trees like this. But they used so much wood that now we have only 3% of Iceland that is forests like this. And in this lake, I didn't tell you, but there is a lot of fish. We have fish everywhere in Iceland, in the lakes, in the rivers. In this one we can find the brown trout, rainbow trout, Arctic trout. So the people who like fishing, they love to do it in Iceland because it's a wonderful country for that. So it's not the best country for skiing, but for fishing it is, yes. A bit like in Scotland maybe, or in many other countries, Norway or Ireland. A lot of fish. And we have the salmon, of course, like the 3 other countries I just mentioned. So salmon, Arctic trout, and many other kind of fish, especially in the Atlantic Ocean. So for lunch, maybe you want to try some fish soup or something. It's always good. Fish is delicious in Iceland. So let's leave this national park, and we will stop in 20 minutes. Just make a quick stop to see some hot water there.